It is estimated that over 15% of the population in the Washington, D.C. area are members of the African and Afro-Caribbean diaspora. Many of them contribute to the vibrant cultural vibe of the city that is known more about its politics than its art. Mike PrimeTime Beats is a multi-instrumentalist originally from Jamaica. He talks to me about the story of his journey in music against the backdrop of one of the city's most iconic landmarks, the DC Metro. The metro system is one of the busiest public transportation systems in the world and one that inadvertently pays homage to the city's immigrant character. Born in Jamaica, Michael Cuff often goes by his stage name PrimeTime Beats. He moved to Washington, D.C. after a stint in L.A., where he spent the earlier part of his career. When I first met him, Mike was premiering his new instrumental album, Soundscapes, at a local spot in the city. The ambient, drawn-out tempo on songs like 25 Keys seemed like a perfect soundtrack to the iconic DC Metro. And so, we decided to take a ride.
Yeah, 25 Keys is a song from the project Soundscapes, the instrumental album. That's an all-instrumental project with one featured vocalist, Gigi, on there. So yeah, 25 Keys was more of a classical, just inspirational, positive piece where, you know, I wanted to just bring the piano and strings to life. And I teamed up with some artists, some local artists, and we put a story behind it.
Mike says that music is one of the most important aspects of human culture, connecting all people, regardless of race, background, or location. And it's this philosophy that guides him as he navigates the landscape of his new hometown.
You know, music is therapy, so I think for me personally, this is something that I know I have to do. So I have to make music because it helps me to cope just in life. And it's music, as far as I can remember, has been the beginning of my life, and I know it will just carry me throughout my life. So that first, I do it for me, but then I also do it for not only like my family, but I do it to try to have a bigger impact outside of myself.
For whoever it is out there who is listening to your music and needs the kind of therapy that you needed at the time, you hope that it touches them.
I completely agree, yes, because when I was younger, the way I found music, I found it as a form of therapy. My life was not in any way bad or hard, but when I found music, you know, it was an escape. Yeah, it was an escape, and it was in a secluded place where, you know, it was therapeutic to me, and I was like, okay, I found something special. And, you know, again, from my upbringing all the way from playing through bands, my main goal, I always wanted to share what I had with other people.
Growing up in a deeply religious household, Mike's parents were hesitant to embrace his newfound love for secular music, but they soon realized that the values that guide his art are not far from home.
So my parents don't play music, but my parents are singers. You know, we all grew up in the church.
Were they singing in the house? Were they playing music in the house?
Yeah, they were doing a lot of singing, a lot of playing, you know, like a lot of Shirley Caesar and like music like
gospel
that.
Music.
Gospel music.
So when did you get into secular music?
So I got into secular music about age 11. Shout out to my cousin Kevin in Jamaica. You know who he is. West Coast hip hop, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg.
Yes, sir.
And we clearly couldn't listen to it openly, so we had those Sony Walkmans.
So you were sneaking around your parents listening to secular music.
Yeah,
and here you are. What was their reaction when they found out that you're into secular music?
So their initial reaction was, you know, I feel like with Caribbean parents, I feel the same with some like African parents also. It's either the best or the worst. They think the worst. If you're doing any kind of secular anything, they think you're doing the worst of it, and they don't want you to be going too far away from how you were morally brought up.
Right.
So once they heard the music and they know it wasn't like, you know, I wasn't talking about anything that they would be ashamed
Right,
of.
right.
They're like, okay, the
So
music
they want
is-
you to, they realize that you're still very much ingrained in that value system
Yeah.
that they brought you up in. But you said that you started your journey in music outside of the gospel route. You're listening to West Coast hip hop.
Yes.
But being raised up in Jamaica, I would imagine reggae had some sort of influence in your life.
Yeah, reggae had a big influence on my life. Even in the church music that I grew up listening to, you can't be in a culture and not experience the music that's in the culture or in an island, because the music that's the reggae music, it's in gospel music, you're hearing those same riffs and everything. It's just the content, the words are different, and they're singing about something different versus what you're hearing in church. So even before I knew what the reggae influence was, it was just all around me.
Was around you. Mike PrimeTime Beats here in the studio from his album Soundscapes.
Yep.
You started off by playing for us 25 Keys. What was the name of the second one?
The second song was called Soul Funk Memories.
Soul Funk Memories. So if you want to follow Mike PrimeTime Beats musical journey, look at that camera and tell us where people will find you.
So you can find me everywhere. Social, primetimebeats.com. You can visit my website, which has all my info. It is primetimebeats.com, all one word.